B is that even though it might be able to stop climate change, homes for people who are affected and businesses won't be able to rebuild. So even if climate change is reduced, houses might not be able to build in certain countries like with a low GDP like Oman and Côte d'Ivoire they wouldn't be able to rebuild because they're financially insufficient.
In addition, for 50%, countries with not as much money or GDP, they will not be able to easily reach the 50% goal. So if we were to create an additional fund that would help countries in need surpass this goal, it would be much more sufficient. Thank you.
The delegation is in favor of passing a resolution, so you're saying yes, we want to pass that, and you'll raise your country card so we can count the votes. I'll then ask who wants to vote opposed or to not pass the resolution, so you'll raise your card to vote no, and then I'll ask if any country would like to abstain from voting, and then we'll see if it's a majority to know if that resolution has passed or not. No matter what, your presentations were very well researched. Your conversations show you put a lot of thought into what would be best for the country you are representing. So whether or not these resolutions pass, you should be proud of the conversations you had in this room today. Okay, delegates. If your delegation is in favor of passing Resolution A, create a United Nations Climate Change Relief Fund, so that countries affected by climate change can receive aid, such as food, shelter, and money from countries who are member states of the United Nations. You are in favor of passing Resolution A. Please raise your country card if you would like to pass Resolution A. Resolution A, raise your country. All delegations opposed to passing A, they do not want to pass A, please raise your country card. Six. If you are a country where you would like to abstain from voting on Resolution A, so that means you're not voting yes, you're not voting no, you're abstaining from voting. Perfect, okay. The votes have it, and Resolution A does not pass. Okay, delegations. If you are in favor of passing Resolution B, where we reduce worldwide greenhouse gas emissions by 50%, if you vote yes, you are in favor of passing Resolution B. Please raise your country card. So you're voting no, you do not want it to pass. Please raise your country card if you are voting no. Thank you. If you are a country who is abstaining on voting on Resolution B, that means you're choosing not to vote. Please raise your country card. Thank you, delegates. Okay, we will now vote. So Resolution B with the amendment is that we're going to reduce worldwide greenhouse gas emissions by 50%, only for bigger countries. Smaller countries may reduce by however much they are able to, which may not be 50%. If you are voting yes on the amended Resolution B, please raise your card. Yes on the amended Resolution B. If you are voting no on the amended Resolution B, voting no on the amended Resolution B. If you are abstaining your vote from the amended Resolution B, abstaining your vote. And then one for abstain. Okay, Resolution B with the amendment also passes. We will now vote on Resolution C. Encourage member nations to accept a fair share of refugees who have lost their homes and businesses due to climate change. Delegations, If you are in favor of passing Resolution C and are voting yes, please raise your country cards. If you're voting yes on Resolution C. Okay. If you are voting no or not pass on Resolution C, please raise your country cards. If you are voting no. Okay, and that is a unanimous vote. Resolution C does not pass. And now finally, we have the addition of Resolution D. Passing Resolution D and are voting no, please raise your country card. Thank you. 11. The votes have it. Resolution D with the new amendment passes with a vote of 8. Honorable delegates, for your thoughtful work as part of the United Nations Climate Change Committee, today you were able to pass amendments to ensure that we are reducing emissions by 50% or more or less, depending on the size of your country, to ensure that we slow down and end climate change. It's too late to change your vote, but thanks for thinking about it. You have also voted to not pass a resolution to encourage member nations to accept a fair share of refugees. I heard a lot of reasons as to why that was the case. Many delegates were talking about making sure that every country is able to reduce emissions and have funds to rebuild so that residents would not need to move and leave their country, and so that the refugee status would not be necessary. So I heard a lot of conversation about why that was a no or a not pass vote on Resolution C. And a thank you to our delegation from Côte d'Ivoire who proposed a new amendment encouraging countries to reduce by even more than 50%. Your work today has ensured that that has also passed. Of you all together, and if you look behind you, there's a lot of the adults that helped you prepare and get you to here, and I know that they would want a picture of all of you as well. So, if you are a student delegate, please stand up and come on up.
So right now it's an informal discussion, which means everybody just walks around the room and talks to each other about their countries and their resolutions. Before it was a formal discussion, so you would raise your plaque card like this, and then they would say you can come up and you would explain your question.
In Singapore. Yes, that's what I was thinking. You said you didn't have a question. Not really.
Special guests, our diplomats and embassy partners, please stand and give them a hand.
A big round of applause for the amazing.
With 10 yes votes to 1 no votes. On Resolution B, Committee Room 1 voted to pass with 9 yes votes to 3 no votes.
On Resolution C.1, Committee Room 1 voted to pass with 7 votes yes and 6 votes no. Resolution C.1 places refugees in countries placed on GDP, housing, and population density. On Resolution D, Committee Room 1 voted to pass with 7 votes yes and 6 votes no. Resolution D makes the funds available not only in times of need, but also to achieve the goal of reducing greenhouse gases by 50%.
In Committee Room A, Resolution D was passed, which was a fusion of Resolution A and B, but using the funds from Resolution B to support Resolution A.
That was a complicated resolution. I love it. I love the creativity. Okay, Committee Room B. Our representatives from Committee Room B, come on up. If you can come up this side, and then we'll come.
And on Resolution D, Committee Room 2 voted to pass with 13 yes votes.
Let's Give Committee Room B a round of applause. Yes, come this way. It's okay. I'm sorry, I added a wrinkle. Okay, Committee Room C.
4 voted to pass with 9 votes yes to 0 votes no. We voted in favor of this resolution with stipulation that countries that have more should contribute more to the relief fund.
On Resolution B, Committee Room 4 voted to pass with 9 yes votes to 0 no votes. We added the amendment to having a deadline for this goal set for 2045. Also, countries that use more energy should be required to reduce more than 50%.
On Resolution C, Committee Room 4 voted to pass with 5 votes yes to 4 votes no. If a country has more stable economy, they should accept or receive more refugees.
Thank you.
Do we have Noah, Teddy, and Eva? Come on down. Welcome. This is our 6th grade group who debated natural disasters. Felix, I'm sorry, Felix. Here you go.
On Resolution A, Committee Room 6 voted to not pass with 0 yes votes to 8 no votes.
On Resolution B, Committee Room 6 voted to not pass with 3 yes votes to 4 no votes.
The mixture, fusion of A and C. Wait, you have to read.
I did.
Wait, we chose resolution D, which passed with six yes votes and 1 no vote. Why is it over there? And then you write that, and then you read that.
Had such a good time. Thank you all so much. Logistics. So quick. There's fun logistics because we have gifts for you guys. Yeah, isn't that awesome? I hope you like them. I picked them out myself. Gift bags on the way out are for teachers only. Okay? They have all your gifts in them, but there's 1 bag per class that should be grabbed by your teacher. Make sense? Capiche? Is a kid gonna grab a bag? Absolutely not. Teachers, grab your bags. And importantly, if you had to come to the table at lunchtime to get an extra voucher, that means you also need to get an extra gift. So each bag has 6 student gifts in them. We have plenty of extra, so